What's up guys, while I'm downloading or pre-downloading the Where Windsmith that currently I'm at the 62%, I got this information. Steam is launching a new Steam machine and we can see the leaked version of the images for the controller and the machine itself and the VR machine, the virtual reality machine, along with the controllers there. And this is like a tiny black cube or a black box or a game cube, something like that. And actually what is more interesting is that it claims that it outperforms the old Steam machine on Steam Deck 6 times better. Alright, and if you can see here the specs, actually for the GPU it uses the semi-custom AMD RDNA 3 that is actually equivalent to the RTX 4060 or the RX 7600 non-XD version. Considering the TDP that is 110 watt, that's compared to the previous Steam Deck that's only like 4 to 15 watt, it actually makes sense that it should perform better, and it claims that it will perform 6 times than a Steam Deck. So actually it utilizes the 16 gigs DDR5 RAM and the 6 gigs GDDR6 VRAM. So it will use the 8 gigs of VRAM, and it comes with models with 512 gigs of storage and 2 terabytes SSD. And keep in mind that you can choose to upgrade your SSD to your NVMe on your own choice, because maybe you would purchase this the cheapest one or the cheaper one among these two models. The more interesting part is that it claims that it can support 4K gaming at 60 FPS with FSR, of course, obviously. Please have a look at this video from Michael Higham. So with the current specs that they have, the custom RDNA 3 GPU with 28 compute units that whose TDP is around like 100 and 110 watts, and for the CPU it's got like 30 watts of TDP. Can it really run the 4K games or games in 4K? So he mentioned that he plays the Cyberpunk with the Ultra preset with 4K resolution, and it runs pretty well. Actually, we can see here that it looks really 60 FPS with, of course, with FSR on. Not pretty much a good upscaler, but there you go. So the FSR is set to performance, not the quality or the balance. So it is like the lowest, method of upscaling. That's you got the native and then quality and then balance and performance, or perhaps there will be ultra performance. So we can see here that this environment is actually very demanding. We've got several enemies there that he is shooting at, and it runs very well at 60 FPS. So as you can see here with the ultra preset and the 4K resolution, the games runs pretty bad and it looks choppy, the movement, everything, so that he needs to adjust the graphics settings to 2K or 1440p, and it becomes running pretty well, or much better actually. So there's issue with the Silent Hill F, but there is none with the Cyberpunk. Again, to remind you that this model comes with a 500 gigs or the 2 terabytes model, and you can choose to pick the cheaper one, and then you upgrade your NVMe 2280 drive with a faster SSD NVMe. But that's the only thing that you can upgrade. Other things are not upgradable. So please keep in mind that you can only upgrade the storage. So do you think this new Steam machine is worth buying? Perhaps for PC enthusiasts it's not, but for the casual gamers it will be very beneficial, where they just want anything simple like plug and play, and then plug it to their 4K television, and don't need to set things up here and there, and installing driver, etc. For now, that's the info for the new Steam's machine. Thank you very much for watching. Please kindly comment below if you have your own thoughts.